Alrighty, so I just wanted to make like a little bit of a sort of preparation video because honestly there's a couple of like bigger things coming out sort of soon, of course. So obviously with the new update that came out today as of the time of me recording this, I'm probably going to upload this tomorrow. So yesterday on JP and KR, LR Gloxinia and Shin came out. I'll be honest, both of them look pretty mediocre, so that is a bit unfortunate. I did watch some gameplay on both of them this morning. And although I'm still very interested in getting LR Gloxinia, it's the green one who is just not really that great, and for whatever reason, they decided to make this card right here still only a level 2, like, skill effect, which is really dumb. Having an LR character with just a bare bones, no effect, card on level 1 is just incredibly disappointing. It's very, very hard to like use that way unless you just get really lucky with card draws. So I'll be honest, he does seem like he can do some kind of fun team comps and stuff like that, but for the majority of players, if you're like stretched on LR seals, maybe you've either been working on True Awakening or there's more important LRs for you to go for, I don't really think that this guy's going to be worth going out of your way for at the moment. Obviously, that could change. I don't have my hands on him just yet. He doesn't come out until Tuesday for Global, which we'll probably do live summons for Shin Monday night whenever the banner drops, and I'll probably make him into an LR that day, like on stream, and we might mess around with him a little bit in PvP. But for the most part, from what I've seen, it seems like you're either going to have to use characters that don't have good CC and are just kind of like fun builds, to actually use him in PvP, or you're gonna have to, just suffer. So, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that great so far. I don't know, maybe there's some cool stuff that they have planned in the future that'll sort of help this unit out a little bit, but for the most part, I guess if you really want to prep for this character, I would, one, recommend farming a ton of XP pots this week, because LR characters take an insane amount of XP pots to max out. Second is, if you don't have a gear set for him and you already have the stuff to make a gear set for him, you definitely could. I do have an HP defense for Red Glox because I was using him as like a link from time to time, and from what I understand, this Gloxinia, whenever he gets LR status, is like 3rd best CC in the game, so that's actually kind of cool. I did see a picture of, I think it was Alexis, who is 7DS Leaks. I think he posted a picture of his like KR account that has like everything unlocked, and he was at roughly, I think almost 76,000, or maybe it was like 75,000 CC or something like that, but it was pretty insane, like actually really high up there. So I mean, I guess if that's what you want to go for, by all means, he might be actually decent for some stuff like Guild Wars potentially. I don't play in Guild Wars or anything, so I can't really say much to that effect. Another thing to worry about is he is getting a Holy Relic with this update as well. I'm not sure if I'm really a big fan of them releasing an LR character and a Holy Relic at the same time. I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster, because a Holy Relic, if it's good, could be enough potential to kind of bring a character back into the meta for a little bit. And an LR is kind of the whole point of like bringing a character that's really, not usable anymore or was bad in the first place up to par with current standards. One, they've kind of dropped the ball with this one. I don't think that they've really brought him up to current standards, because I don't know why. They just are either too afraid to make a good character, or who knows, maybe they do have plans, like I said, for like future releases that'll kind of help, if you have him. But I don't know. I feel like a good Holy Relic can bring a character back, an LR can definitely bring a character back, and releasing both of those at the same time completely squashes any potential of this character sort of, doing a whole lot in the future, because obviously, like, even the character getting an LR, they're gonna get power crept eventually again. So yeah, I don't know, I would much rather them either give an LR to a character that's already gotten a Holy Relic and has room for more potential, or I don't know. I don't think that it's smart to LR a character without a Holy Relic, but I mean, maybe you could do that. Either way, just my personal opinion on that one. But either way, his Holy Relic is actually a Dog's Relic, which is cool, because that means you don't have to worry about doing the hardest game mode in the game, which is, or not game mode, the hardest demonic beast. I don't even want to say he's the hardest PvE content anymore, considering Demon King is pretty annoying. I don't know, maybe one or the other is. I don't know if I would consider Demon King to be harder than Nidhogg. Depends on your teams, of course. But it does take dog relic materials, so I have spent the better part of yesterday actually farming out some of the dogs. And I did farm out the deer as well because I did not have a whole lot of cubes. So I do have 80 of at least each of the cubes now. You'll need these purple ones right here because these are the ones for fairies, giants, and unknown races. So you'll need 80 of those. You'll actually need 80 of these green tenacity triangles, whatever you want to call these. I used to call them pizza slices, but you'll need 80 of these as well. And then you'll also need 30 of the dog stones, and then 15, of course, of the twilight sources. So that's all you're going to need for those. If you need to do the deer or the dogs this week, feel free. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that the dogs actually drop the right cubes for this one. So do be aware that if you're going to farm this, you're only going to be getting either demon cubes or unknown and human race cubes out of this. So you'll probably have to farm this for the twilight sources and the honor of Einherjar stuff, and then you might have to swap over to like Ichtharnir or even the bird for the unknown sort of fairy cubes or whatever. So do be aware that they're not all in one package, which I still really hate that the deer is the only one that drops the gold cubes. I hate farming gold cubes, but it's not like you need gold cubes for this one specifically. But anyways, that is pretty much it for Gloxinia. I don't know. Looks a little bit mediocre, I've got to be honest. I'm still looking forward to messing with the character, and I have no reason not to build the character. I already have the materials to make him and everything. Another thing is the mats to LR, actually. You do need, I think it's 6 LR or UR pendants. Make sure that you have at least 6 of those if you're planning on making Gloxinia. And you'll also need, I think it's 3 of the SA1 green books. I don't know what to call those. Level 7 books, maybe. So I might as well just go ahead and make those really quickly. So you'll need 3 of these. So I'll go ahead and make those just to show you how to do that, I guess. And then if you're not looking into Gloxinia or you're low on mats, it might be worth it to not invest into him at the moment. Honestly, if you're going to pick an LR and you don't have LR like Liz or something like that, if you have the Liz but you haven't LR'd her yet, 100% would recommend you do Liz over Gloxinia at the moment. But there has been a pretty big development in the fact that Alexis has said that the new Tower of God collab will actually be coming out next week. And this is for JPKR. We still have to get the Shin update with LR Glox to come out on Tuesday for Global. So the week after that for us on Global, we're potentially getting this Tower of God collab. So a lot of this stuff got leaked a while back, and people were like, I don't know if this is true, because this is a really big leak. Like, they leaked the Shin banner, they leaked the Tower of God collab, and I think that LR Glox got leaked in that as well. I can't remember exactly what all was shown, but this was like a couple of weeks ago. But apparently, it is going to be a new collab. It's not surprising that they're doing Tower of God, because Netmarble actually made a Tower of God game recently. So, actually, I think it's about to be their half anniversary or something like that. So, I think they're just syncing it up at the end of January is what I've heard is the half anniversary for that game. So, I think they're just trying to kind of coincide with each other, maybe drive traffic to either or game. But it's only going to be 3 characters. So, you can see the new units are Jue, Viol Grace. I've never watched any of this or seen. I know it's a webtoon originally, but I've never read it. I know that there's supposed to be an anime for it. I haven't looked into it yet, but Jue, Ha, and Data are apparently the 3 characters that are coming out. I've already seen some people complain that whoever character that they like from the show isn't in here, but it looks like it's going to be 2 dudes and a girl. Very weird, considering that normally when we get collabs, it's 4 characters, and on the other hand, I can only assume these are all going to be SSR characters, which means that they might not be giving out a free unit. Obviously, that's speculation. We'll have to see, of course. I hope that they still give out a free character, which means that you'd only have to do, at worst, 2 rotations on the banner to guarantee yourself all 3 of them, but I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. It's very weird considering that normally the earliest in the year that we get a collab is in April. That's when the first collab of the year normally ends up happening. So the fact that they're pushing it all the way to the end of January, technically like the beginning of February for us on JP, or on Global, which I think The update will come out next, like literally 1 week from today, so it'll actually be February 1st. So it's just going to be the beginning of February, basically, for both of us. But yeah, 3 new characters could potentially be pretty good. Collabs are kind of hit or miss sometimes, so you do have to be maybe a little bit wary of that. But I have already started to sort of just rack up materials because I know that powering up 3 new characters can be kind of a big undertaking, so I have been very sparing with my SA coins lately. I think tomorrow or the next day, or I can't remember exactly when it is. I think it's Monday or maybe Sunday. We should be getting the last little bit of the login bonus, which is 100 SA coins from the Meliodas Festival. So that'll go a long way, I think. But I've been just making sure that I'm not overspending, because as much as I really want to work on my box right now and finish SA6 and try to level 100 all my characters, because I'm getting pretty close, I know that it's going to be more worth it to showcase those characters and stuff whenever they come out. So make sure that you're either doing your hourglasses, grabbing as many SA coins as you can, or just saving what you have at the moment. Make sure that you don't overspend on your pendants. I know pendants are kind of a big thing. I'm gonna have to power up. I'm gonna have to power up Shin whenever the banner drops. I'm going to have to LR Glox, and then I'm also going to have to do 3 new characters the week after that. So pendants might be a little bit scarce over the next little bit. And plus, we just got out of a collab, or we just got out of 2 different festivals. There's been a whole lot going on. Collabs are also really stressful because you have to actually buy with real money the UR costumes and stuff like that for all of the new characters, because they are greed marble, of course. I don't even have enough of the engraving stones to make a set, or like a full set for each of them yet, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. There could be a lot of potential with the upcoming updates, so do be aware of what's coming. Make sure that you're kind of prioritizing what you think is most important. Obviously, as a regular player, you're not really stressed to upgrade a character as soon as he comes out like I am. Like I pretty much have to if I want to do like showcases on characters and stuff like that. But at least make sure that you have the stuff you need to grab the characters, and then you can work on them gradually after you've pulled them. But either way, yeah, I don't know if you need to farm books for leveling up. If you need to farm gold, it's going to take a lot of gold to power up a lot of these characters and stuff like that. Feel free to do that. Like I said, XP pots are a big one with new LRs and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's pretty much it from me. I don't know, just a little bit of a prep, letting you know what I'm kind of worried about, what I'm kind of doing in the next week or so that way I can make sure that I have everything in order for what's coming. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Of course, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are excited about the Tower of God stuff. I've not seen it, so I don't have any really strong feelings about it either way, but I do like collab stuff, and I think that they're always normally pretty interesting, so I'm definitely, interested to see how the characters sort of play and everything. It looks like from this screenshot that we have right here, I don't even know which character this is, because this is in Korean, but it looks like he has a buff skill and a debuff skill, which is kind of cool. We haven't had like a decent like buff unit in a while, but that could be kind of interesting. And the new Glox at level 2 does disable buff skills, which who knows if you'll be able to pull a level 2, but I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with the way that they built Glox. But either way, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already. I will see you guys for summons on Monday night if you're around. Obviously, I've got regular videos and stuff like that coming out for the rest of the week. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Feel free to subscribe. See you later.